I'm currently trying to learn this. Currently, my hands are a bit iffy on it, but
literally
I've got
using the
Peter.
excuse that they have a camera to get in front of Sylva.
Are you?
I like
sorry.
it. Joe, I like it. I actually like it. Yeah, I like it. I think that's clever.
I get eye contact, okay? I get eye contact.
Yeah. Hi YouTube and welcome to Don't Get Sussed, a game where my two guests are going to attempt to reveal some unusual facts about themselves. However, only one of them is telling the truth. It's up to my Twitch chat to try and figure out who is sus. So, we're going to start with our very first fact. You're going to have about a minute, I say about a minute because I'm not going to time it properly, to explain why this fact belongs to you. And the very first fact is... He pushes the button, hopes it shows up on screen, but it does not because he pushed the wrong button. Again, this is the pilot show. I achieved over 5 rosettes in horse riding. So...
Who goes first?
Khaos, you go first.
Oh,
Why
okay.
is this about you? Why did you get 5 rosettes in horse riding?
Yeah, funny enough, I did actually. I believe I was about the age of 13 at the time. I used to go to a place called Gymkhana, and I used to ride a horse called Lorenzo, a large white horse. And I often had to be helped out on the horse because I'm not that flexible, but basically the horse had a very good temperament, you see. So when it came to jumping, I was able to do different aspects to make sure that I could then do the jumping, since when you know a bit about horse riding, you make sure you give the horse a little kick to then get it over the hurdle. There are also races about getting to one end faster, and then getting off the horse, then running the horse back. One of the things that I used to do was actually getting off the horse before it would stop, so in that way I would then be able to be a bit faster, hence why I was able to beat some people who actually owned horses. I was a bit daring when it came to it.
Wow, I love that. It was so fast. Oh my god, like straight away, like nuts the judge, like, why are we going so fast? Well, the reason he's going so fast is he's got a minute, okay? So,
Yeah,
but is Khaos lying? Is he speaking so fast because he's telling false lies? And
He scripted it.
he scripted everything. Let's find out. Sylva, did you get 5 rosettes?
I did.
The police are coming, Sylva. You have to explain quickly.
Oh god, no. No, okay. So I'm not going to go as fast as him because, like, I'm coming from
literally, the police are coming. You go.
oh god, I better go out the door!
All right, go ahead.
When I was 5, for my like 5th birthday back in like 2006, my parents took me to it was like an open day at this farm, and they were doing horse riding lessons. So I was a bit of a horse girl,
Yeah.
and I was obsessed with horses, and I obviously, went on this horse riding thing. They like made us go around like in circles with a bunch of other like people in this class. And I fell in love with it so much that they gave me my first rosette on the day.
You got your first one on the day.
They gave me my first rosette on the day just for like taking part. And then I kept going back for like Saturday lessons. And like, but my mum couldn't come with me because she's like definitely allergic to horses. But like, anyway, like I kept going back, and like, so they would give you rosettes based on like these like little things that you would do. So like I think one of them was, you have to look after the horse, so you have to like brush its hair and like paint its nails with like the polish. But because we were so young, and it was like a juniors class, we couldn't actually like take off any of the like horseshoes or anything. So it was just like completely like just little things like riding the horse, trying to help put a saddle on for the first time, obviously
Okay.
taking care of the horse. And I gradually like amassed these rosettes.
All right, okay, I'm gonna jump in. I think I've given you both ample time. Now, chat, you've got about 2 minutes to make your decisions, and you've also got the chance to ask some questions now. So I'm going to ask a few questions for you. Please put your questions in the chat as quick as possible so I can ask them to these two. You have got 2 minutes because the poll has started now. Who is sus?
Just confirm, yeah, they are voting for one who is lying.
They are voting for the person who is sus, who is lying. Khaos, you might have already answered this in your long speech, but I'm going to ask you, Khaos, how old were you when you first rode?
I was about 13 years old.
You was 13 years old.
When I first rode it, however, I was about 12.
Jumping, sorry. Okay, now back to Sylva. Sylva, what did you paint on the horses?
I painted their nails, but it wasn't like a nail. It wasn't like a color. It was like just a varnish to help protect the like nails.
Okay. Khaos, what type of horse was it? I've got from random.
I don't know the type of horse. All I know is it was a white horse.
Sorry, that was from Wales. So I apologize. It was from Wales. So you think it was a white horse? You don't know what type of horse, but it was a white horse.
Large white horse called Lorenzo.
Sylva, let's ask you. You might have already said, but what was your horse?
I actually don't know either because I don't know horse breeds, but it was brown, and I'm pretty sure it was called Jackie D.
Jackie D.
Yeah.
Jackie D. All right. Carl, Random Carl. This is Random Carl's question. I mixed up Wales and Carl's. Says, do horses have painted nails, Sylva?
No, they don't. But they have like a varnish that you like put on the nails to help protect them from like cracks and like it's just a protective coat basically.
Okay. Khaos,
Like
do horses have painted nails?
Not in my experience. No, they have horseshoes.
They have horseshoes. Okay. Let's see. Tash has asked, Khaos, what is somebody who looks after horses' feet called?
I believe that's called a farrier.
A farrier? Sylva,
It could be.
Anything different?
I wouldn't have a clue, mate.
Wouldn't have a
I haven't
clue,
been
no
near a
worries.
horse in years.
Any more questions, by the way? I think time is literally about to run out. Last question, guys, from chat. See if anything comes through. Otherwise, the poll is about to come in. So, here we go. The poll is coming in now. Who is sus? The chat has voted.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Chaos?
They have voted that Khaos is sus and lying. Can the person who is actually lying please reveal themselves?
It was me, you fool! You imbeciles, you idiots!
So Khaos was telling the truth. Sylva was lying. Khaos actually got 5 rosettes in horse riding. That is Khaos's fact. That means, Sylva, you won the first point.
I won it! Yeah!
Congratulations.
Thank
Wow.
you.
So literally 56%, look, the police are coming again. 56% voted for Khaos.
Ooh.
44% voted for Sylva. So it was
that
kind of
was
close.
close.
It was close.
Wow. Can I tell you something though?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything I was saying was true, but I didn't win.
Oh.
I had 1 rosette.
So you actually both rode horses?
Yeah. No. I
Oh,
used
nice.
to ride horses.
But
used to
Khaos,
use
of course, had
yeah.
5 rosettes, whereas you had 1. Very clever. I think that's a very clever one because of the fact that there's little facts in there too. So well done. Well done. All right. So that's 1 point to Sylva. Sylva, you need 2 more points to win. Khaos, you've got to get 3. All right. We are on to the next fact. All right. Let me get the music back in. All right. Second fact. I can play multiple instruments, including the saxophone. Do you know what? Sylva, why don't you start us off on this one?
Alrighty, so I can play 5 instruments, and I've been like learning a few others. These instruments are the ukulele, the bass, the flute, the saxophone, and the piano. I also do a bit of singing as well, because obviously vocal range. But the saxophone actually was like my main one that I used to play, and I actually got a grade 1 with a merit. But I didn't continue any of the lessons after that because I hated my music teacher. So I kept doing the saxophone. The first thing I ever learned to play on it was the ba 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 song, but I can't remember like the name of it.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. So so I learnt that. And then I still play the bass and the ukulele now. And I don't know, I make music. I do that. So
Nice. All right, Joe, I'm gonna stop you there because now it's the time for Khaos. Khaos, you can play multiple instruments.
Yeah, I can. One of the ones that I'm probably known for are the drums. I'm a grade 4 merited drummer. I'm also currently learning the guitar, and also during school time, I also played a few different ones in a different music club. By no means a band, but I also learned the clarinet, the ukulele, and I believe there was also the what was it called? I did do a bit of recorder, but technically that doesn't count, but I still count it because it sounds impressive. But yeah, no, those ones are kind of ones I'm a bit rusty on. Currently learning the guitar, which, as a matter of fact, I can show you right now.
Oh,
Still have one.
Oh.
I'm currently trying to learn this. Currently, my hands are a bit iffy on it, but
Literally
I've got
using the
Sylva.
excuse that they have a camera to get in front of Sylva.
Are
there.
you?
I
I'm
like
sorry.
it. Joe, I like it. I actually like it. You know, I like it. I think that's clever.
I get eye contact, okay? I get eye contact.
Yeah, Joe, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. All
Yeah,
right.
great
It's
full school of
time
rock.
for the questions now, chat. The poll is now starting on who is sus, so you've got 2 minutes to ask your questions. Questions, please fire them as quick as you can in the chat. And let's go to Sylva first again for this one. How many instruments was it again?
5.
And Khaos?
you know what?
Oh, yeah, no, go.
Well, you know what? If he wants to play that game, I'll prove it right now.
All right, okay. Khaos, how many instruments was it again?
It was 5.
5 against it, both 5. Whale asks a question to both. What type of sax was it and what key was it tuned in? Khaos.
I mean, as I said, that was school. I honestly have no clue since I don't even know the guitar chords. So all I know is about drumming more than anything. So that's part that's stuck.
To be fair, it says I can play. Doesn't mean you can play it well. Sylva.
Yeah, exactly.
Sylva.
Beginner.
Yeah.
What sax is it and what key was it tuned in?
It is a soprano sax. It doesn't have a specific key that it's tuned in. It's just how it comes, really. Like, I don't think they can get out of tune unless you bash them against like the wall or something.
Okay.
But the ukulele I play is.
Sorry, okay, because I just asked about sax and we've only got a short amount of time. Carl is Carl asked the same question actually. So Tash asks, what musician inspired you? Sylva, what musician inspired you? Very quickly.
Too many, but the main one, Kurt Cobain, I guess.
Kurt Cobain, Khaos.
I'd probably say Van Halen as well as Des Rocks.
Okay, very interesting. All right, last questions. Fire them in chat. You only got a short amount of time because we're about to find out who is sus. Joe, I will ask you one last question. Is there an instrument you've always wanted to play but never could?
Ooh. Yeah, one of the ones actually I wanted to learn is the cajon. It's basically like a drum kit, but it's basically a sort of box you sit on.
Okay, Joe, sorry, we're very short time, so like that. Sylva, you.
The harp.
The harp. You always want to play the harp. Interesting. Very cool. All right, the results are about to come in. Just to say, I used to play the guitar, and I stopped playing after I went back to my school, and it got completely and utterly destroyed. Yeah, it was very sad. All right, the votes are in. And chat is believing that Khaos is sus. 55% voted that Khaos is lying. 45% voted that Sylva was lying.
Close.
Very close again. Could the person who's sus reveal themselves?
I have never played the saxophone.
Khaos, you are the sus, and you have been caught, sir.
Indeed,
Chat
I
knew it
am.
was you. But they're both saying that you're both very good at this. I would say it is still very equal between the two of you.
I just sound like the bad guy. That's the issue here. I sound like a bad guy. I don't have a good phase.
The thing is, so you don't, like, Sylva, you actually know how to play instruments, whereas Khaos, you are learning. That's the thing, you are learning guitar.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm learning the guitar, yeah.
And do you actually play drums? That's the point.
Yeah. No, I do play grade 4 drums. I've also, as I am learning guitar, I also did play clarinet, and I believe I did get graded in that, but it was never kind of official at that point.
So the key thing there was the saxophone, and so I think Sylva said soprano, and that was what Whale was waiting for. So that was the one fact that you got ahead. So just to give a heads up, by the way, they know what the questions are ahead of time. They had a choice whether they wanted to research it, and as you can tell, you both did your homework. Oh my god! I quite literally turned to them and said,
The one thing I didn't look at was saxophone.
Yeah,
friends.
like totally just BS. It'll be fine. Like that's the point of it. Was not expecting you guys to have so much info, but Khaos, you was caught, so Sylva gets the second point.
Yeah.
Oh, Sylva, you are one away. So I might
tweet out earlier.
I'm sorry, I'm a very trustworthy person, okay?
All right. I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to ask this one because I really want to know the answer to this one.
Oh, no.
And I want to know what it's going to be talking about. Okay. We're not doing these in order, by the way, chat, of what I originally planned. Because
this is like keeping us on our toes.
because these two have no idea what's coming up, by the way. I want to ask the question. I stopped using my laptop for 3 years because my mum caught me watching adult content. And both your reaction to that is hilarious because I remember the person who posted it and then seeing both of you laugh so much about this. And I literally said, this is the juiciest thing I will ever get and the perfect one for Get Sus for the first episode. All right. We are going to start with Khaos because we started with Sylva the last one. So, Khaos, please do tell.
So I was about 10 years old at the time. I was using a Toshiba laptop, one of the little shitty ones. I was on YouTube watching the Saw gameplay. I believe I was about 10 at the time. It could have been 2009, I think, was released when I double checked. My mother came in, I slammed the laptop down because I realized it was an 18 plus thing of content that I did not want her seeing. She then asked for me to then show it, so then I opened it back up. She then scolded me, and then I put the laptop underneath my wardrobe, and I didn't use it because then I started playing on the Xbox, then I found it later after I got my other laptop.
Right, okay.
New laptop?
New laptop.
Yeah.
2.
Alright.
All right, Sylva. You're cool watching adult content.
Okay, listen. When you're a teenager, right, you just go through phases, okay? And you just sometimes, you know, you just gotta grow up. You gotta go through puberty. And unfortunately, so this is a silver fact here. My mum is actually like Christian.
Yeah.
And she's like she's not too strict. However, unfortunately, she came into my room one day when she was putting clothes away, and she came in with a load of clothes and found me. And I'm not going to disclose what I was doing because I think you can kind of put 2 and 2 together. But
this is the juiciest thing I've ever done.
I explained mine, Sylva.
So
I was
happy.
mortified, okay. I was fucking mortified. I was horrified, and I got banned from the laptop for like a good year and a bit, and like for at least a week I couldn't look my mum in the eyes, and she.
And then it was like you're saying a year, and then you basically were banned from it properly for like 3 years.
Literally, my only escape was fucking school. So I would like stay at school for as long as I could, so I didn't have to go home. So yeah.
Okay, all right. This is brilliant. Okay, I was so in depth I didn't even have time to write the poll. Because
Oh my god.
this is amazing. I love this so much. Right. Chat, ask your questions. I'm going to put the poll in a moment. You have literally got just a little bit over 2 minutes because it's taking me time to not misspell Sylva's name.
How could you?
All right, questions. Please fire your questions away. I will ask the first question then to Sylva. Without being crude or too crude, what was the adult content?
It's a website and it goes boom 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 boom.
Love it. And Khaos, you said it was Doom. How old were you?
No, it was the Saw original game where you play Detective Tap. Yeah,
Okay.
I was about 10 at the time. The game released, I believe, in 2009 when I checked it this morning.
Yeah. Carl says a year and a bit is an odd ban time. Why? Do you know what? I'm going to ask you guys, why was it 3 years? Because why did it end up being 3 years, Khaos?
I was too embarrassed, and at the time I had an Xbox 360, so I was playing on that and I was playing through Fable.
Sylva, why 3?
It was like a good year I didn't have a laptop for, but then like it kind of like lessened up, but I never really went back to that laptop. I always I would never use
You got used to do like looking at your dirty stuff at school instead.
I never touched. It wasn't at school. Like sometimes I would like if I ever needed to like Google anything, I would just like ask to borrow my dad's laptop, and like just so that I could never. It was like filthy at that point. My laptop. So
Quarantine.
Right,
it
yeah,
was,
quarantine
and I did that for a
zone.
good, like 3 years, obviously.
Let's see if there's any other questions. You know what, I just while I'm waiting for another question, and because I think this is brilliant. Khaos, can I hear you do the orange and black, sorry, theme, please?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Boom.
Sylva, let's hear it again.
It goes boom 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 boom.
I feel like I want to do a whole game show just on you guys just trying to hum tones. Because, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All right, so, yeah, Tash said your Cornhub impression was definitely spot on. Okay. The results are in, and for this one, overwhelmingly, 85% believe that Sylva was lying, and 15% think it's Khaos. Can the person who's sus please reveal themselves?
Wait. I'm the sus one.
You're the sus one, yeah.
I forgot what we were doing then.
Sylva is sus. Sylva, I love that Sylva's like, I'm the sus one. Sylva, you did not have your laptop taken away for 3 years.
I didn't. I forgot where I was for a second.
Sylva, ask you a question just very quickly. Did you ever get, what did you say, was it actually true? Or is this a complete and utter lie?
This is a complete and utter lie.
I love, you lied so well, like genuinely, I know you got caught, but you lied so well.
Thank you.
That you forgot yourself that you were the one who sus.
My cheeks are like bright red.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I love that. I love that so much. I like Num's going like the worst at lying.
Shut up, Num. I'm amazing at lying.
I mean, technically she's winning, so.
Yeah. I just want to point quick. A mate of Wales, by the way, brought in the official drum notation of the theme to school.
God.
It was surprisingly complex.
Yeah, it is. Like, like, if they see a bit of open snare, because, I did drumming, there's a bit of open snare as well, and, I believe it was a bit of a...
I can't say this. So this is Khaos's fact. And obviously, Khaos purposely put adult content, even though it wasn't about adult content, knowing full well the juice that's going to come from this and how funny it's going to be for
technically
Sylva.
adult content, because I believe it was an 18+ game.
And I am so happy for it, and Khaos, you win the points.
I'm not going
Oh my god, I love this so much. All right, okay. We're technically over time, but it's fine because, it's now time for the next one. Sylva, you got 1 to win. Khaos, you got to get 2. And I've lost my points, so we're now going to do, I think, this fact. Yeah, we're going to do this one. All right. Here we go. I like keeping them on their toes for a second before I get to it. Also, I just want to say thank you very much for following Cancer Raiden. All right, okay, so it is. I was born with a purple head. I was born with, not me, Wade. One of these two was born with a purple head. But which one was it? Sylva, it's your turn to go first.
Okay, so once again, this is one that's going to be a little bit I'm going to try and skip over some details just for my mum's dignity. But basically, I had a difficult coming into this life, and just don't laugh at that.
Sorry,
it was
carry
hard,
on.
okay? It was a difficult time. So basically, what happened when I was a kid? Obviously when I was first born, I was born, and there was a bunch of because it was such a tight squeeze. There was a bunch of blood that had collected in my scalp that had caused this is not how I died. So there were a bunch of blood vessels in my scalp, and just a lot of blood collected.
Yeah.
Just underneath. So as I was coming out, it appeared like I had a big purple head like Thanos. And, so but it wore away. I was fine, obviously. I was still a healthy baby. It just happened that I had a little bit of bleeding. So
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna cut in because I said we're a bit over time. And for balance, Khaos, it's your turn.
So one with me is I have the umbilical cord wrapped around my neck 3 times. So when I was born, I had asphyxiation. I had to stay in hospital overnight because they needed to put me on oxygen.
Wow.
Jesus.
Jeez, okay.
I'm rehearsed with this stuff.
Okay, who is sus? Chat, who is sus? Is it Khaos or is it Sylva? I'm going to cut this down to a minute this time. So put your questions in first. I have misspelt your name 3 times now, Sylva.
Why do you keep doing this?
I just thought I'd let you know.
Khaos talks really quickly.
Mm.
And I'm like, this is so difficult.
I'm refined in how I speak. I'm sorry about that.
It's part of the challenge. All right. I've got no questions for this. You've perfectly explained. I've genuinely got no questions, which is why I put this down to a minute. And I probably should have started before.
Remember as well, we would have been born at this time. It's hard for us to remember the moment we had a purple head as well.
Yeah.
So
I chat is the same. Chat's like, they've got no questions. Like not because they think they reveal. It's like there is no questions to ask. You're both babies.
Just ask who's lying. Ask who's lying. Easy.
Who's lying?
Yeah.
Don't actually. I don't know, and I don't want to ask questions because I feel like it's like one is asking how you were strangled almost and almost died, and the other one is asking
I've already
your
answered
mum's
that.
small vagina, which is the worst.
That's what I'm gonna say. It's should have been a C-section.
This is going to make an amazing YouTube video already. Just saying that. The results are in, and it is a dead heat. Wow. Dead heat. Balanced as all things should be. Well, because it's balanced, and this is what I'm going to do, which I haven't said to the chat. Because it's balanced, I'm going to say the person who's sus has won because of the fact that they've confused the audience enough. So, the person who's sus, can they please reveal themselves?
It was me.
Silver Spirit wins!
You idiot. It was me.
This is where I've moved. I need to put the claps in. There it is. Woo!
Yay, well done, everybody. That was so much fun.
Well done. I love that so much.
That was a lot of fun.
Well, with that, that is Get Sussed.